the dash. We opened up the dash kit. All you can see is this right here. And they did include full-size drawings. They just folded them up and put them in each bag. So that's whatever. I hate that because then you have to open every bag, get them out so you can pre-game. I know most of what I'm doing, so I don't have to, but it's just a handy little deal. So in this bag, we got another harness with some extra bits, and then we got some spare wires. These spare wires matter. So what we got is right here. Here's clock battery for your gauge cluster. We're not going to install that, so we're going to put it in there. Coal to the tack. We'll probably install that for our tack. Alternator for your ignition. Let's see, we'll probably put that one in there. And then oil pressure sender. We'll put that one in there. So we're going to, like right here is the basic layout of where everything goes. You see we put our horn relay in already. I showed you this on the previous. So back side with a little more steering column connections. So we'll come back to that. Instrument connections for 7382 dash kit. Same page again. Now here's where she gets sporty. Your wiper connections. So we'll have to track that down. And there's another, I think it's this one right here. This should be our wiper connections. And I think this one should line up to that one. Maybe. Nah, we'll figure it out. So, anyway. And then that's it. And then when we get to, if you have an aftermarket, you'll use that one. If you have a factory gauge cluster, there was another, instrument cluster one. Here's your one for your factory instrument cluster. And it's got our tack connection, it's got our cluster connection, all the little giblets, and our ground connector there. So got some notes here for your wiper switch, like here's 78 to 82. We got to do a little connecting, and that connector for that one maybe in one of these bags. So we'll get to that when we get to it, but this is kind of the next step. And then we got some more wires, but plugging that in. And moving across. We'll put our switch in, get it out of the way. I gotta find this. I took it out, it's brand new. I just gotta find it. I put our ground section back in and connected that wire. So it's just moving on. And then, hold on real quick. Our radio wires, we're going to bundle those and coil them for now, because we still got to get a radio. This one hasn't been cut, so we're gonna put a good retro sound in it. So, all right, getting into this, getting into our wiper connection, we've got to build a harness. You get numbers or C here, which is this one right here. And then when you look at it like that, that's how you want to look at it. You got the two little ears on the bottom. And there's 3 wires we have to add to it. We got to add 97, 8, and 150. Looking at it from the front, 8 is going to be the bottom left, which is this one. 150 is the bottom right, which is right there. And then I said 97 is the top right. So I haven't pushed them in yet, but they've already got the connectors on. You just push them in there, and then we got to work on this side. And on this side, little note, this connector is not provided, must reuse original connector wire entry use shown. So we go back over here to our old harness, and it's this connector right here. So what we're gonna have to do is we gotta pull this bottom off, and then we can get all them wires out of there. And they sent the crimps with it to build this harness right here into here. So I'm gonna have to pull that off, and then we'll make a harness. All right, so we got this one off. We didn't unpinned it. I used my tool. This one worked best, and just stuck it in there, pulled them out. So now what's gonna happen is we gotta get these put on the end of all this, and then terminate it in that, and then we'll have our harness. All right, we got our harness made up. I went ahead and heat shrunk it. Don't have to, whatever. Now here's what's gonna go down here. From your harness inside, one of these sides will hook up, and then it will go into the back of here. And then this will connect to that. So this has to go in line with your wiper switch if you want intermittent wipers. So we'll move forward, but this is basically, depending on what year you've got, you have to build a harness for your wipers. So they send you everything you need, like this is 73, 74. And then I had it out here a while ago. This harness is here somewhere, these two. Maybe they're not the harness, but the connectors. I think they're in there. Oh no, here's one of them. Either way, it's right there. So that's that gets you for your harness here. All right, so here we got her plugged into the main wiring harness. It comes down, it plugs into our little device, and it comes and it plugs into the switch, and we'll have to check, see what that does. I think it's the lights or something. Plugs into something, we'll figure it out. But either way, I think it may plug into a different style switch. Maybe I have the wrong one. But let's see here. Yeah, looks like it might be the right one. Either way, we'll definitely figure it out. So moving on, that's your wiper switch. And all you do is you just put it in here, plug in the back, and then we'll deal with the wires.